J-Dawg back down, some more goddamn questions. Starting from the top, came in like a day or two ago. These two goddamn paid skis, zero goddamn today. Although did get a tip from the Bucks, Jeremy and Lisa Buck. Shout out to that. He sent it to me. So he's apparently Jeremy got the memo too. He's excited as fuck, I guess, because he sent a tip over for when I did the. Today was the day I'm recording this. The day I posted the that shorts. You notice I figured out those goddamn shorts. So I'll be doing those more often when I can think of something, you know, and not just complete sales pitching and all this other shit. But maybe like if I find something in the cart quickly or something comes up that I want to say something quick, I'll record a short. I think shorts are gay as fuck. I'm going to be completely honest. To me, that's for 12-year-old twink talkers and shit like that. But that's what the kids watch. That's what the kids follow. I've been getting told by multiple people that know YouTube in the scene and out of the scene, you know, people that know me and know I do YouTube and they know about YouTube that are out of the scene, but also ones that are like, dude, you're an idiot. You have to do shorts and lives. I was like, I plan on it. I just have to figure out how to do it. And I have figured out. I plan on doing some lives too. So, but the shorts, in my opinion, I think that's stupid as shit. Who the hell wants to watch like a minute video and stuff? That's what that represents is everything that's wrong with today's society. These 12, 13, 14-year-old twink talk, Twitter, goddamn little kids that have an attention span of 30 fucking seconds. Everything they know is a goddamn dog. But that's the name of the goddamn game. That's how you advertise business. That's how you got to fucking do it. It's because YouTube I actually like. YouTube itself, before I ever did my stuff, I like it. Yeah, it's a convenient thing to listen to. You can listen to podcasts, videos and stuff, because anything you're into, you know, whether it be metal, myself, bodybuilding, but if let's say you're into like hunting or video games or chess, I mean, anything your interest is, you can find stuff. It's like an unlimited TV that you have access to, as opposed to like general television back in the day. You were limited to. What do they put on? All right, we got The Simpsons, we got Saved by the Bell, and we got the news. That's what's on. You were limited options. YouTube, I think, is great. I mean, I think it's ran by a bunch of fucking pussy-ass woke tards because they are anti-freedom of speech. Granted, I will give them this credit. It seems like they've been easing up on that, at least compared to Twink Talk. From what I've been heard, they're not as bad. So kudos there. But to me, anything should go. I understand you can't put like snuff and shit on like that. I mean, which I don't think that's acceptable anyways. I mean, I can understand that. That's a little, shouldn't be able to do that. But, and porn, I get that because kids, but potty mouth and stuff, I think that's all fair goddamn game. Racial slurs, anything. I believe in freedom of speech, brah. But, you know, I can understand while, straight up goddamn some chick getting DP'd on fucking YouTube and you got 5-year-olds searching, I can understand why that's not allowed. But outside of that and shit and illegal crap, I mean, come on, man. So anyways, doing the goddamn shorts, and shout out to the goddamn Bucks. Sent over a goddamn tip. They were when I announced that Seth from Centurion severe torture interview, 5 parts. So here's a tip for that. So obviously he knew it was goddamn up. A few people that get who? Goddamn fucking posers, dude. You know damn well they're the ones listening to 200 wind balloons and shit. I mean, I will stand back. I don't care. I'll just say this. This goes for even the bands I do like. Even the miasmatic necrosises, the pharmacists, the molders, the melting rots, the bands of today. None of them. I'm talking no bands. Bands I like, bands that are okay, the big fucking 4. No bands in the last 10 years, so 2015 to today. I'd say probably even way further back than that. But for sure, 10 years. Black metal, death metal, grindcore, I don't care. Nothing, and I do mean nothing. None of it is better than Centurion. I stand by that wholeheartedly. Like, there ain't even room for budging on that. There isn't even like, there's a little wiggle room. There's no wiggle room. That's carved in fucking stone, motherfucker, as far as the dog's concerned. Any goddamn who. From Griffin Johnson, paid question. Hey, J-Dawg, 19-year-old devil. Young buck. Sending in my first paid ski. Keep them coming, homie. Can you make a video showing off your photos with band members from back in the day? Yep. I brought a few. Made the goddamn dog work for this one. Also, when did you start calling yourself J-Dawg? I never called myself J-Dawg. People called me that. It was the name of given. As far as I'm concerned, you don't name yourself. I guess you can, but it's kind of looked at as goddamn douchey. I did not name myself J-Dawg. It was being called to me around the shop. People just saying it. They're saying it sarcastically because they know I call out all that wigger crap in the scene. So they're calling it just because it's funny. It's the irony of it. You know what I mean? They call me it. So and then it was said on camera when I jumped on Hellcast to help Craig out with the Hellcast shit. Tommy was on there. Tommy for Defining Darkness, because that's Craig's buddy. and he was helping always Craig out with the Hellcast shit. He was on an episode that I was on, and I think it was the first one I was on. And he, well, actually, the very, very first one I was on was way before we didn't even know Tommy at the time. Craig interviewed, but I think it's audio only. There was a video with me, Eazy-E, and DAWG, but each one of us individually. And it was like your favorite releases of Hell's Headbangers or favorite releases of the year, some shit like that. That was easily 10 years ago. And he didn't call me J-Dawg, just Justin, you know what I mean? But the episode that I was on, and I think it was an actual video, Tommy was on it too. I think he was just known as the producer on it. He was the producer character. And the background's like, hey, J-Dawg. He just said it. And so it was on audio. And so that's what people then, and then Craig's like, Tommy's the goddamn producer. Eddie Satan. What's Satan? What are you talking about, dude? The guy got in the metal 1 year prior to going on before it. Literally, his question to me when I first met him, do you like Tool? Fucking he was going to Stain shows and shit. First day I met him, he comes down to the warehouse. I mean, I'm like, yeah, so do you like Cannibal, Possessed, Deicide, Dismember? I literally asked about those bands. Never heard of them. Oh, Jesus, fuck, man. And then a year later, he's on a podcast. Where's the name Satan? He listens to Tool and Stain. And naturally, he's already out of the scene. So, but they're all getting goddamn, so I was rolling my eyes the whole time at that goddamn shit. But anyway, so they're all getting code names. Craig's was Reaper, and Tommy was the producer, and Eddie Satan. Like, so what's your name? What's your name? My name's Justin. I don't know, but since Tommy called me J-Dawg, so I think I even said that. I guess it's J-Dawg. I mean, that's you guys decided it for me, and that's what people are saying. In the because it might have been live or something like that. So just went with that. And then the fact that when I started my own channel, just kind of ran with it because I've already done several episodes on Hellcast under that moniker, and that's what people knew me by. And it was just funny because I call all these goddamn fucking homeboy ass sideways cap goddamn just zero business. You look like you're gonna go to a Limp Bizkit concert. I've been calling that shit out, no joke, since I was fucking 13, 14 years old going to a show. Like literally no exaggeration. Mortician, 1999. I remember me and my brothers, Skinless. Who's this fucking wigger-ass bass player? Like, he literally looks like he's going to see Korn, Limp Bizkit, Coolio, all that garbage. I say, this guy ain't a fucking metal. Think that guy's ever heard goddamn Slaughterlord a day in his life? I'd bet money he hasn't. I'd bet because this guy isn't into metal, dude. This is not a real metal. Maybe now, years later, but even at that time, I bet you he hasn't even heard he never even heard Seven Churches and shit, dude. He's probably just listening to like Internal Bleeding and that's like the heavy shit, Internal Bleeding and Devourment more the New York slammy stuff. But then on top of that, he's listening to Korn, Cold Chamber, shit like that. Could be wrong. Never met I did meet the guy. Had all the guys sign my Progressive Towards Evil CD. But that was a point I'm getting at. Since 14, I was calling that bullshit out back then. Like, this is ridiculous, dude. You call this death metal, brah? Mortician goes on. And Will Romer, you said, yeah, Will looks he looks metal, dude. You don't even need to know. If you knew nothing about Mortician, nothing, you just kind of knew. If you're like an older person, you knew about Slayer, Metallica, Venom. If you knew just very, very basic shit, I'm not completely out of the loop because I literally know a few people that don't even know who Slayer is. No exaggeration. One didn't even know who Dio was. I'm like, what the fuck? Jesus fuck, you totally living under a rock. But none the goddamn less. I'm talking about, so at least you have some, Venom, big shits. You could look at Will Romer and be like, yeah, that guy most likely listens to metal music. You wouldn't think about that by that homeboy and fucking Skinless. And I always just thought, like, because death metal is, dude, for me, death metal to me is like, I'm a big goddamn early Ozzy Osbourne fan, Black Sabbath fan, right? As far as classic heavy metal singers, Ozzy's definitely my goddamn favorite. I like all the 80s albums. The No More Tears Up is pretty much dog shit. Granted, there's a song here and there I like one or two songs off No More Tears, a couple songs off Osmosis, but for the most part, it's dog shit. No Rest for the Wicked Down, and then the Sabbath albums, right? And his goddamn line from Ozzy, rock and roll is my religion and my law. I always felt that for death metal. Dude, death metal is my religion and my law. It's my lifestyle. It's everything. I've always thought that. Like, it just applied Ozzy's line to this. And then when I see just these fucking poser-ass homos walking around, dude, death metal ain't your religion and law, dude. You're at best fucking case scenario, you're a weekend warrior. So, that name stuck because of my sheer aggressiveness, known as the Mr. T of death metal. I was given that name, too, by, Jim Sadis, rest in peace, Scott from fucking Somnus. Shit, that guy even remember who the fuck I am? Back in that goddamn days, a couple other people said that too because they heard, I think Kanye say it. It was at an Ohio Death Fest. Like, yeah, you're like you're like the goddamn Mr. T of death metal. And so naturally, years later, me known for calling all these fucking wimps, posers, and just complete fucking zeros, and to be found, thrown out, and destroyed in the fucking scene, which is where any big death metal show, it's 80% of the crowd every single time. Every Cannibal show, every Deicide show, every Morbid Angel show, every Cradle of Filth show, every Incantation show, every Immolation show, every TISH show. Not back in the goddamn 1999 when there's 30 goddamn people. But nowadays, any of these bigger fucking shows, if there's 200 people or more, 80% of the crowd's got to go, dude. They've never heard fucking underground, true goddamn real metal, and they're weekend warriors at fucking best. Weekend warriors. I mean, I can name obvious shit, and you know damn well that half the crowd don't fucking know it. I mean, I'm talking obvious shit. I'm not even going with the necrovores, the mutilateds, and goddamn fatals and deceased demos. I mean, I'll even go steps above that. And I mean, again, for example, go to a goddamn a cannibal show. How many of those fucking hoagies you think you say like? How like there'll be a bunch of people I'll know it, but how many people you think at a 500 count cannibal show, if you walk around and ask, don't say the band name either, but I guess you could too, because it wouldn't make a difference. No, can't do that, because again, you're always going to get the, yeah, I've heard of it, bro. No, you haven't. Put on the music in between bands changing sets at a Cannibal Corpse live show, don't give a fuck where, anywhere in the U.S. 500 crowd. Play Sinister Diabolical Summoning. Make sure you know about 3 songs in. Go around, if you're able to, ask every single person, make a tally. Who we listening to, bro? How many people of those 500 do you think wouldn't even know that? And that to me is obvious shit. If you don't know that, you're not. If you don't know Sinister Diabolical Summoning, you can't identify it like that. I'm sorry, you're not in death. In my opinion, you're not in death metal. You're just flat out now. Again, only passes are the 80s guys. The guys that are fucking pushing 60 nowadays, and they didn't like anything after 89, 90. Pass to them. I understand that. Not their generation way after. But I'm talking about guys that they're at a cannibal show, so it's the same goddamn generation. How many do you think wouldn't know? I'm going on record. I'm going on goddamn record. I think out of that 500 people, I think easily 400 wouldn't know. Easily. The fuck does that goddamn tell you? So, been calling this shit out ever since, so the name stuck, and that's how we went. Anyways, he's like, J-Dog, and have you ever worn corpse paint? Fuck no. What the hell? Corpse paint is for going on goddamn stage, not to walk around and look cool. So here I show this on the Seth Centurion interview. Busted this out. This is with all the severe torture guys. That would have been 2001, so it would have been 16 there. This is, I think it was in 99, so it would have been 14 here. Look at that goddamn decrepit shirt swimming on the dog. And look at that. He still towers over Hellhammer. This is with a Hellhammer. "14-year-old young pup, and he's still out, man, in the fucking Hellhammer." This is Kerry King at a Cannibal Corpse show. He was hanging out. I think this was the year 2000, 2001, something like that. Bust out that goddamn Gallagher, ducking the dog with No Tomorrow. This is back when Gallagher was cool. Got Gallagher, Sparky, and Jason in this. I have a separate photo with Kevin Talley. That was about 2001. Look at that. In a TISH Zombie Apocalypse shirt. 24 years ago. Back when all these fucking hoagie-ass posers didn't even like the goddamn TISH. So, just busted out those few. But I've shown others on camera before. So, there's a few for you, though, goddammits. It's a goddamn long-ass fucking rant and essay from, this will probably take out probably the rest of the goddamn video, from Logan Wolbert. Paid goddamn question / essay. Is the whole fucking thing printed? I don't think so. What's up, J-Dog? I can't believe I'm about to tell you this story. My eyes popped out of my skull like a weasel coming out of Virgin Mary's hole. Nothing but a weasel came out of that fucking goddamn vag hole. Before you ask if I'm messing with you, I wish I was, because this is ruining my already non-existent faith in humanity, brah. Yep. I have zero faith in it my goddamn self. So my friends and I were having breakfast at IHOP, irritated as all hell by the crying, angry gremlin spawns of JC who need the tape on that mouth shut treatment and shoved back in mom's arcade coin slot. Shoved right back in. It should never even came out. Telling you, dude, half this fucking youth of today should have been euthanized the day they came out of that goddamn arcade slot of mama's fucking in between their legs. As far as Dr. Wolbart is concerned, probably where that douchebag plumber Mario gets his coins too. Who's the douchebag? Mario. He's got to pay his prostitutes and unclog the shit somehow. We ran into this guy we went to school with, and we asked him how he was doing. He replied, "Well, I was in rehab for heroin, and that's where I met my wife." I know of a couple people, very similar situation. I don't know if I know them, but I've met them. Let's just say that. And, dude, that's guaranteed flag. 100% red fucking flag. I want you nowhere near me. Like 100% guaranteed flag. What the fuck? Let me pull up his email. I think this fucking thing cut off. Because I remember this thing being even goddamn longer. So I got 2 more paragraphs. Let me see here. So I feel like I said this like 2 days ago. Yeah, totally got cut off. Okay, so I'm on. What's up, JDOS? Rear-end this guy. Oh, right here. Okay. Yeah, I did get cut. Okay, but that's right. So he's like, so we ran into this guy who went to school with, and we asked him how he was doing. He replied, "Well, he was in rehab for his wife." Yeah, it's guaranteed, dude. Because you know damn well people can change, dude. Anyone that's that big of a goddamn loser, they're not. They even with massive change, they're still fucking just a shitbag in my book. The only reason we went up and said hi is because we were wondering if he had changed his life around at this point. Only knew him before he did heroin. By the way, brah. Boy, we retarded for wondering that. He was worse than motherfucking ever. Sounds like it. Also to verify, I've never done drugs, and both of my friends are as clean as a wash car. So we don't associate with this hippopotamus whatsoever. I mean, yeah, I don't either, dude. Not that we ever did. He's the type of guy who snorts Cheeto dust through a silly straw while pulling. He's not snorting Cheeto dust, brah. He's snorting fucking coke, meth, and heroin, brah. Cheeto dust, he'd be better off. Pulling up at McDonald's, parks his cars, jerks off to their entire menu, and ignores both the employee, forever traumatized over him, moaning to the Big Mac picture through the speaker, and the angry horn honkers behind him. I mean, putrid pile, Christ, fighting, fisting Jim Jones and drinking his Kool-Aid. The dude was a total loser. Oh, dude, that's the first half you told me, the first part. I'm like, yeah, I met my wife in rehab for heroin. That screams you're 100%, 110% certified. You should get the goddamn thing branded in your forehead, like goddamn Glenn Benton's an inverted cross. Just big and bold fucking loser branded in your forehead because you're that goddamn much. You just need it branded in there because that's what you deserve. That's like punishment. Lifelong branding on there just so everybody knows. Loser. The moment he came out of his mom's burrito forest, a lot of goddamn burrito forests that don't need to be coming out, goddammit. During gym class, he would complain about having to walk and lift 10 pounds. It's probably his walk carrying his own fat ass around was too goddamn much work as is. I am thoroughly convinced, all jokes aside, that the fat fuck Michael Moore, who's Michael Moore, would run laps around this dude. That's pretty sad, brah. Guinness World Record for the first human whale to land and surprisingly live. Just a fuckload of flab that got washed up the shore. Dude, I don't know, though. I will say this. I've never met any of them. But for whatever reason, Lindsay has a morbid curiosity to put on TV every now and again. She knows to change the channel when I'm on because I was like, I do not want to watch this deplorable goddamn dog shit. Is that 600-pound life. Dude, if you want to see the most deplorable losers that don't deserve a goddamn life whatsoever, do not deserve to live, absolutely needs to be dragged out and shot in the head, is every single one of those goddamn fat fucks on 600-pound life. And why do you say that, dog? Because, dude, if you're that much of a lazy piece of shit, and I don't care what your goddamn childhood was, I don't give a shit if you had a train ran on you, raped in the ass daily, since you're 10 years old to you're 18 years old and you're traumatized, which I understand you'd be traumatized, there's no fucking reason in the world to let yourself get that bad. I can understand getting a little fluff. I can understand having a little pinch. I can understand getting a little bit of a beer gut, getting a little bit of, hey, I'm tired, I worked hard. I just feel like having a few cold ones and a pizza. I don't want to go to the gym like the dog. I understand that. I'm not completely unreasonable. I'm not as militant on everyone as you fucking think. I get it. that not everybody gets the drive of the goddamn dog, and I can fully respect that and understand that and sympathize for that. But not the 600-pound shit, dude. I'm sorry. You are a worthless, pathetic excuse for a goddamn human being. Like, zero goddamn deserving to fucking live. That's just my goddamn opinion. Just below. So I don't know, because he got them beat. Even if he doesn't sound like he ain't far behind. Finally, leave off this goddamn essay. Anyway, he introduces his wife, and I kid you not, she is 50 years old. Well, how old is he? And he's the same age as the three of us. 26 years old, brah. I mean, yeah. Look, I mean, what do I even say to that? Yeah. Let me see what else I was going to say. I didn't just see it, I walked in on it. Never seen such paint panning wearing Nick Nocturnal watching to Brent. That's some Nick Nocturnal watching, brah. Desperation to find a sugar mama that will peg them in the stinker like a homo butt boy my entire life. Yeah, granted, I guess to his defense, not that he deserves any defending whatsoever, is he's just taking what he could get at that point, dude. So you said he's a goddamn first whale on the goddamn land, just out of heroin, a fucking rehab. I mean, dude, he's not exactly getting cream of the crop, man. He's not going to be walking around with the next goddamn, fucking supermodel, whoever's goddamn today's supermodels are, or even 9s and 10s, or not even 7 and 8s, goddamn it. I mean, he's slim goddamn pickings, because generally speaking, yes, I mean, that is a major age gap, and generally speaking, I wouldn't even say generally speaking, I would say 99% of the goddamn time, it's the other way around. You know, the dude's much older than the chick. Like, for example, Lindsay's like 11 months older than me. I think that's still pretty much close in age, goddamn it. But double his age, yeah, that's a little weird. I mean, again, who are you to say what you're allowed and not allowed, like, but it does scream that is weird. Usually it's like, for example, you watch the show Modern Family, Ed O'Neill, he's whatever, 70 years old, and his wife's 40 or whatever. Granted, that's still kind of weird in my opinion, too. I mean, granted, I wouldn't blame him. Shit's a 70-year-old dog fucking with I can understand that. I'd be down with that, too. But, I mean, I can understand why people are like, what the fuck, man? But it's usually the guy's older and the chick's younger. Again, that's not set in stone, and there's nothing wrong with it. And I don't personally care, but I get what you're saying. But again, the only reason he's doing that, dude, because that's all he can get. I mean, he's not exactly he ain't exactly Brad Pitt or fucking Jason Statham walking around there, dude. I mean, he's bottom of the fucking barrel, dude. So, but then again, dude, 50-year-old blubber goddamn whale. I would take that over a goddamn dude. And there's fucking dudes, and they call themselves men. A man who fucks another man is not a man at all. Fully fucking agree. Not the what do you fucking say? It's a longie, goddammit. Grant, we're almost done. He makes Boss Hog look like, I don't know who Boss Hog is, look like a starving orphan, and she looks like a female version of Jabba. Well, there you go, dude. Jesus fuck, man. I don't know who's more unlucky, him or her. Female version of Jabba. God damn, dude. Jabba looks bad, man. God damn, dude. It don't get worse than Jabba. Jabba the Hutt looking to feast on a child and a family-sized bag of Oreos. He probably is doing that. Dude, that's what I saw this fucking behemoth fucking whale one time. If you know the goddamn inside joke, the Speedway pizzas around here. Athnar loves it. He went with that joke for so long. I'm not even just exaggerating. For like 2 years straight, every time you come down to Hell's Warehouse, he'd get a Speedy pizza and bring it down for everybody, because they're $5 pizzas, right? Because he loved this story so much. It was me and Lindsay were at a Speedway getting gas, not a goddamn pizza. And this fucking blubber butt whale walks out with the pizza, and I guess her boyfriend or husband, similar to this situation, I guess, he opens the door for her. On the passenger side, she gets in and sits down with it. Me and Lindsay are parked right next to it. I was like, you know damn well, I said to Lindsay, you know damn well, fucking Shamu over there, that's a goddamn snack for the road. And Lindsay's like, oh, come on, be nice. No, it's not. Dude, shit you not, 2 seconds later, right on up, scarfing it down. She just starts rolling laughing. I'm like, I'm just telling you, dude, people say the dog's a dick. The dog's, he's a gatekeeper. He's not nice. I just call it like I see it, man. And if they don't come off as nice, hey, that's on you, dude. Or in that case, that's on you, blubberbutt. I don't know what to tell you, man. Goddamn large pizza for a snack ride home? Holy fucking fuckski. So yeah, family size pack of Oreos for fucking Jabba looking female over here. Sounds about right, homeboy. Not pedophile by any means, but a 50-year-old being married to a 26-year-old is weird as fuck. I mean, it's definitely not the norm. He's like, by a very large margin. Yep, a lot of things by a large margin out there. That crap's not normal, homeboy. It's even by anybody. Even people don't care. They don't think anything's wrong with it. I think everybody would agree that that's not normal. It's not the norm. That's for damn for sure. He's got this public hair neck beard going on. She says, I wish someone would exercise with me, but I've been too busy. And he replies, sorry, I already get too much exercise. Dude, I love that. He sounds like those guys that, as I've met them, dude, they're maybe not as fat as this guy, but they're definitely overweight. But I just don't get it, dude. I eat salads and shit all the time. I'm like, cut the shit, man. You didn't get that way eating salads. And if you did, I promise you, it's because you're not using the DAWG approach. You're not using calorie-free condiments. You're literally dumping ranch and shit on there, which, just so you know, something like ranch or Italian dressing, look at the back. It's per tablespoon serving. It's like 150 calories a piece. I promise you're not putting 1 tablespoon on there. Hell, even the DAWG or anybody else, they're not putting 1 tablespoon. You're putting at least 4 servings on there. Minimum 4, and that's if you're being conservative. Well, 4 times 150, that's 600 calories. Most people, if you're eating a salad, most of it between the cheese you're putting on there, those dumbass croutons, and the dressing. I added it up one time for a person that told me, dude, his calorie count for his salad came out to 950 calories. I was like, dude, do you realize you can literally go to McDonald's right now? McDonald's. Go buy a Big Mac and a Diet Coke, skip the fries, and that's 550 calories. You would literally be 400 calories less and get leaner on that than eating that dumbass salad you're eating. You don't know what the fuck you're doing, dude. So people that say this shit, I'm exercising too much or I'm eating this. No, you're not, man. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Hire the DAWG if you need to, goddammit. He's a fucking $100 a month for unlimited goddamn questions, coaching. I mean, questions meaning related to fucking training and nutrition. Don't be asking me how my day is and dumb shit. Can send you sources for anything, supplements, pharmacology, blood work, everything, where to get it, everything. That's what it includes per month, goddammit. You could do 1 month and sign off. So in the description box, Bubbles, hit me up. And keep in mind that this dude smells like pure defecation. I believe it. The smell was bad enough to make the dudes in Punch and Stench use clothespins to plug their noses. Make the ghost of Seth Putnam sob while hugging Casper. That's pretty bad, too. I never met Seth Putnam, and I know Dawn of the Dead was friends with him, but me personally, based on my morals and shit, I picture Seth Putnam just being a goddamn fucking useless piece of shit as well as of a human being. Granted, anal cut and shit is cool, offensive stuff, but as far as a person, like, never met Seth, can't say for certain, but I would bet the largest stack of bennies that I could fucking possibly tower up on my own, that if I did know the guy, there's no way in fuck I'd ever invite him over to my house personally. Maybe get a fist bump at a show and hear him say some funny outlandish shit and get him on if he was alive, get him on an interview, of course, because that'd probably get some views. But would he be something I would hang out with? No. Make him newer, spread or commit suicide, and make a Bath and Body Works employee run for their life. Bath and Body Works still in goddamn on business? One in goddamn Medina closed shop. To hell with this shit, we're closing the shop. Not to mention, it was at IHOP. I mean, granted, you don't get the biggest cream of the crop at IHOP. Not saying that IHOP, there's nothing wrong with IHOP. I've been there. I've been in the establishment. But I'm just saying, it's not like you're in Beverly Hills. Like, how can this guy be here? I've seen some lowlives in there. So you can smell the combination of an obese, unwashed shitboy and charboiled sausage patties from a mile away. Oh yeah, sign me out, man. What does a dog take on fat fuckers who never shower, shove Hostess Twinkies in their ass, and use the cream for extra lubrication in case they end up in prison for drug possession again, and date chicks who are way too old for them? Sorry for the long one, haha. I mean, as far as the chicks too old for them shit, I mean, I guess honestly, I don't think I know anybody that dates a chick that's much older than them. I guess in that part I wouldn't care because it's like, it's all personal preference. It's definitely, that's kind of weird. But everything else you mentioned, just the first part, dude, all you had to tell me is I met my fucking wife in a rehab for heroin. And I'm just, code for guaranteed loser. Just branded to that fucking forehead. I was like, oh, dude, just get the fuck away from me. I don't want you. I mean, I'd be, especially if they're a goddamn dog watcher or a fan of the channel, I'd be formal and friendly and polite. I wouldn't be a complete jerk for no goddamn reason. But it's just, what I mean by that, is exaggerating to get my point across, is it's nobody I would hang out with on my own time. It's nobody I'd give my phone number. It would just be if they were at shows and shit regularly. Okay, hey, what's up, fist bump, answer their questions if they had any, but I would not go out of my way to hang out with them. Just based off that info alone. Because if nothing else, you're a guaranteed black cloud that's going to bring fucking bullshit my way that I don't fucking need. You're just bad luck. You're just a habitual bad decision maker. When there's certain people, when you get to that bottom of the barrel, just like 600-pound life, you're a habitual bad decision maker. In which case, I don't want that. I just don't want you gunking up my style, fucking my shit up. You're already fucking my shit up. You fucking my shit up big time. The body comes home. That type of goddamn deal. I don't want that bullshit nowhere near me. So I don't hang around no jank ass jokers. I hang around go-getters and people that motivate or inspire or make me laugh my ass off. Outside that, yeah, if you don't bring nothing to my table, I kind of want you nowhere near me. It's just you're wasting my oxygen, bro. It's out of here. Shoot fly. Useless goddamn, out of my way, worms. That type of goddamn shit. Come to school, you look at you, put the guy basket after in the morning, and don't forget them goddamn paid skis. You can send me funny ass shit like Logan Wahlberg. That was pretty goddamn funny. You can always send that, give the goddamn dogs take too. It was a longie, but hey, paid skis are fucking paid skis, and that was a pretty goddamn good one. Definitely better than, what do you think of the TISH again, dog? Mark the back catalog, dum-dum. Get that Dead by Dog ticket, goddammit. You can hang out with J-Dog and Dead by Dog. You can tell them these goddamn living whale stories, too. See, that's what we're going to be doing. Hanging out, telling goddamn, just shooting the shit, goddammit. And J-Dog's slogan shirt, all in the description box. Later, goddammit.